724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with Apothepax. Ask us about free delivery.
Now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor area with a new fence from All Around Fence Company. Conveniently located at 7896 National Pike, Uniontown. All Around Fence has been installing quality residential, commercial, and farm fencing for more than 45 years. Offering residential fencing including chain link, decorative aluminum, steel, and more, All Around Fence has the fence for you. All Around Fence is also your one-stop shop for nutrient products and also carries livestock, equine, and pet supplies. So if you need to upgrade an existing fence, add a new gate, or are considering the installation of an all-new fence, All Around Fence has the answers you need. Visit them Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 to 1, or give them a call at 724-439-0331. To learn more, visit allaroundfence.com.
Voted the best in Fayette County for tires, Tireman's Auto Garage has the cheapest prices in town on both new and used tires. The folks at Tireman's are also top automotive specialists. They can work on any car, can do any repair. They offer diagnostic service, alignments, oil changes, state inspections, batteries, brakes, rotors, detailing, and a whole lot more. Well, school is starting soon. That means buses will be on the road, and before you know it, cold weather and the snow. Be ready and be safe with new tires from Tireman's Auto Garage, where you'll find the lowest prices in town, with ACIMA and SNAP leasing available. If you've driven past Tireman's Auto Garage recently, you've probably seen the golf carts. Tireman's has a variety of 2, 4, and 6-seater gas or electric golf carts available for purchase, with financing available. Interested in renting a golf cart? Well, just call and ask. Tireman's Auto Garage on Mill Street in Uniontown. Call 724-425-9606.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect gift. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm Agent Nate Ferguson is here in Uniontown to help you select the right protection at the right price. Nate will make sure you understand your coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm Agent Nate Ferguson, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call Nate when you want the real deal.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'll tell you what, Fayette County, it's our time to stand up and take back our county and our country. The establishment elite, the career politicians, the swamp creatures in both parties, they have spent decades selling us out, making deals that benefit themselves and their donors, while the hardworking people of Fayette County and across America get left behind. They tell us to sit down, shut up, let them run things. They tell us, trust the system, but the system ain't working for us. It's working against us. Well, I've got news for them. We're not backing down. We're just getting started. We are the steel workers, the coal miners, the farmers, the small business owners, the first responders, and the families who built this nation with our bare hands. We work, we build, we sacrifice, and we don't need government bureaucrats telling us how to live our lives. They want more taxes. They want more regulations. They want more control. But we say no more. They want us divided, black against white, rich against poor, rural against urban. But we see through their lies. This movement, the MAGA movement, is all about us coming together as Americans. We believe in freedom over control. We believe in fair elections over corruption. We believe in jobs over handouts. We believe in family, faith, and country. And let me tell you, I ain't here to play politics. I'm here to fight for you. That's why I'm running for re-election as your recorder of deeds. Not to be another politician, but to be a watchdog against corruption, to protect your property rights, and to make sure the government is transparent and accountable. And I promise you this, after I win the recorder of deeds, I'm not stopping there. These establishment politicians have been bleeding you dry, raising taxes, playing political games with your money for far too long. I'm going to put an end to that. They'll try to smear us, silence us, call us every name in the book, but they will never break our spirit. We are MAGA strong, America first, and unstoppable. So Fayette County, are you ready to take back your government? Are you ready to send a message to the swamp that we the people are in charge? Are you ready to stand up, fight back, and win? Then let's get to work. Tell your neighbors, because the Hillbilly MAGA train is leaving the station and we're taking our country and our county back. Full speed ahead. God bless Fayette County. God bless Pennsylvania. And God bless the United States of America. And God bless President Donald J. Trump. I am John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of John Marietta and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Fayette County Recorder of Deeds Office or Fayette County government. This program is privately produced and funded, and no county resources are used for its production or promotion.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I was trucking up the highway, minding my own lane, with some dude in a Prius went and flipped me off. Guess my redneck hit him wrong. Seems like everyone these days is a ticking time bomb full of hate for folks like me who don't agree and ain't ever gonna change. And it gets me thinking, leave this long-haired country boy alone. And I start singing along to that line in the song, Sweet Home Alabama, Home Bill Young.
Hey everybody, this is John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly. And today's show is being brought to you by Miles Garage and Tire Center, Muggs Auto Body, PatriotsOnline.com, Fayette County Recovery Storage and U-Haul, ACS Roofing, JB Market in Dunbar, Gunslingers in Connellsville, Tactical Civics, Auto Ordnance, Thundering Hills Feed and Supply, The Ink Spot in South Connellsville, Fayette County MAGA Patriots, Solid Foundation Ministries, Highline Motorsports, Gun Owners of America, John Marietta for We the People, and we got some new sponsors came on board with us. Hillbilly's Grub and Pub, McKiskey. No, I said it wrong. I'm having trouble with that one. McKissick Trucking. And I'll tell you what, these guys are good. They're looking for drivers right now, Class A, Class B. And if you show up every day for work for the month in a month, they give you a $2 an hour bonus. And one more. We just came on board with this yesterday. Premier Auto Glass. The number is 724-557-9288. I want to tell you something. These are good people. They come right to your spot, put your windshield in, and it's a great thing. So let's get started. Let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. That's Galatians 6:9. Folks, I'll tell you what. This past week reminded me so much of how much good there still is in Fayette County. On Sunday, I got to be at the Uniontown Italian Festival. And boy, you want to talk about the smell of great food. I got to hear Christian sing and a lot of good community spirit happening there. That's where Fayette County really shines. People smiling, laughing, breaking bread together just the way it ought to be. I've also had the pleasure of being at the Bullskin Township Fair, and I made a couple stops out in Connellsville Township to talk to some people out there. And let me tell you, the people there, warm, welcoming, and as genuine as they come. You can't fake that kind of hospitality. I often think about our 4-H clubs, which are absolutely incredible. These young people aren't just raising animals, they're raising the bar. They're learning responsibility, leadership, hard work in a way that no textbook could ever teach. That's the kind of foundation this country and this county and this country are built on. And now, this is where it even gets better. We've got Lee Greenwood and Ira Dean coming right here on October 25th for a concert. That's going to light up this county like nothing else has in a long time. It's not just it's just not music. Folks, it's a statement that Fayette County is alive, thriving, and worth investing in. Events like this put us on the map, bring people together, and pump life into our local economy. And believe me, it's going to be a big day. Well, actually, it's going to be a big weekend. So from the fairgrounds to the festival streets to the big stage coming this fall, I'm here to tell you, Fayette County's future looks bright if we keep working, keep showing up, and keep supporting each other. I have my wife with me today, And the reason I have her with me today, there's a couple reasons. One,
I'm your last choice.
that's not really true. Yesterday was our wedding anniversary. We were married 43 years yesterday, so I just want I want to let everybody know that. And yeah, I mean, this week I've got home late every night from the Bullskin Fair. In fact, one night I didn't even get out of the parking lot. I didn't even get out of the parking lot at the Bullskin until almost midnight. Well, it was 11:15. I didn't get home till almost midnight. But anyways, that's where we're at. I know if it had been up to her, she would have probably brought her. Let's say bunny, or we call them rabbits.
They're bunnies because they're sweethearts.
Yeah.
I almost brought my little line head. I just got two at the Bullskin Fair the other day, and they're about 8 or 10 weeks old, and they're just tiny little fluff balls, Hansel and Gretel.
I want to. I can't say enough about the people that are supporting me in this effort. Like I said, my naysayers. I just that's all I got to tell them is just spell my name right. That's all I care about. They can talk about me all they want, and they can criticize me, but I don't believe that I've shorted the county in any way. It's all about getting. Making sure the deeds are filed, and I have an incredible staff that takes care of that. Getting things delivered to people. A lot of people don't realize this, but I got deeds in the car that I got to deliver tonight on my way through Connersville. I'll drop off as I'm going to the Bullskin Fair because if I put them in the mail, they won't get them until maybe Monday, possibly Tuesday. So I do this all the time. I've delivered things to people. I don't ask them what party they're affiliated with. They call me, they ask me if I can do it, and I do. It's one of them things where you have to be able to do this, and like I said, I had somebody that was doing some research on some family things, and they wanted to go back to see. Well, we didn't go clear back to the beginning, but we went back as far as the microfilm took us, and it's back in the early 1800s. So that's where we're at with that. But anyways, my wife is with me, and I went today, and we have a granddaughter that's very involved, we'll say, with the 4-H rabbits, and I'll tell you what, how many we have right now, or how many does she have right now, or
we're down a little bit. We only have about 10, 11.
Yeah, till next week.
Well, I don't know, next week or pretty soon there should be some more babies on the ground hopping around out there. But we've revamped the bunny barn, and she actually moved one into her house. And its name is Pickles, and if you talk to her, Pickles gets the run of the kitchen right now. And she made friends with the cat.
I never realized how cute these things are. But Patty got two. They were a particular breed on Monday at the Bullskin Fair, and I'll tell you, it was just like amazing to watch all the little kids walk by and want to touch them and play with their ears and pet them, and it was a real neat thing. And of course, Patty didn't let nobody handle it, but actually. We have a good friend of ours that would come by, and she got a hold of it, and I didn't know if we were going to get it if Pickles was coming home with us that night or not. But anyways, she finally gave up and gave it to us. So, but one thing that the 4-H program in Fayette County, which my wife has been a big part of for her whole life, maybe not so much in the last few years, but. Our kids had lambs. They raised lambs. They raised goats. but they've helped raise chickens. I mean, they're not big on the chickens. We raised steers. We had a llama, and we had a donkey, and the donkey's name was Fuss Bucket, and he loved to eat lollipops. So he was pretty cool. But we went through all that with our kids, and now we're starting with the next generation with the rabbits.
That's about my speed now.
There's a rumor there's going to be some hogs show up at the farm again. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, I'm working on getting things set up for Miss Isabella to take some bunnies out to the farm show this January. It's a bigger deal. Be a lot bigger show, more experience, and it'll be a lot of fun for her. That's another place that's near and dear to my heart. Long before I knew who John was, so it's 4-H and farm show, and all of that was part of my life many years ago.
Well,
we won't say how many.
There's I'll probably be at the farm show for several days. With it looks like the GOA, the Gun Owners of America, are going to be out there, and we're going to try to do something with them. That isn't locked in stone yet, but we're going to be at the farm show and try to talk to a lot of people and do things. I'm not going to spend all week out there. Maybe just 2 days or 3 days. It's and usually, unless people really understand that do travel to the farm show, and a lot of farmers do. My uncle had a beef operation, a cow calf operation, and he had, I think at the time when he was up there, when we was going to the farm show, he might have had between 60 and 80 cows, and so he did. We would go to the farm show, but here's how we went to the farm show. We would leave early in the morning, and usually around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning after you got done feeding, we'd leave, and then we would go to the farm show, and then we'd spend the day out there till it was, I don't know, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then we would come home, and then, of course, before you got to go in the house, you had to feed again. And usually that week, in January, it is one of the worst weeks for weather in that part from Somerset clear through after the other side of Bedford. Once you get on the other side of Bedford, it usually got pretty good, but you always had to go through that from we would get on a turnpike in Donegal and go, but usually from Donegal to the other side of Bedford, there was a good bit of snow on the ground usually, and if it wasn't on the ground, it was snowing hard or it was sleeting. But Patty would go out. Jens went out with the hogs on Sunday.
No, I had steers. I took steers out there. First year I showed a steer out there. We stayed in a camper in the parking lot. No water except for the farm show back then. The water was cold. If you wanted to get cleaned up a little bit, it was a chilling experience. Then I moved up, and there was a couple of times that I actually slept in the farm show building.
They had dorms there at one time.
I've never been to them. I never could find them. But one year we slept in the small arena. They usually kept it fairly warm. And one time I was totally by myself, and my dad told me I had to sleep on the bench in the ladies' room so nobody could come attack me. And then we graduated to a hotel. But I spent many years down there as well as the local shows.
Well, you showed cattle in Kentucky.
I've been around, yes.
Yeah. You showed cattle in Kentucky. You showed cattle for limousine
breeders
in Kentucky. By the way, limousine is a beef breed that I guess they probably are from France somewhere.
Yeah.
And they're very good. They're very well.
I think they've lost popularity in our area, though.
Yeah.
I brought the first steer into Fayette County
That was a steer that we won grand champion with.
1976.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the first time I got to see her. So, but anyways, that was long before we got married. But, anyways, it's long. It's been a long time. You know how you think about all these years.
Oh, a lot of things.
Yeah.
I remember when you didn't like going to the fair and the steer shows. And I also remember the time you flew over the corral gates when the steer acted up with our little carriagine.
Yeah. Yep. We had our youngest daughter was showing a steer, and the steer decided to get ornery. And I still don't know how I did it, but I jumped clear over top of the gates and grabbed a hold of the steer. And by that time, the ringman was the guy that was in charge of the ring. He got a hold of her and hold of the steer, so we didn't have no problems. But yeah, that was. She
wasn't letting go. He picked her up off the ground.
She was. It was the cutest thing you ever see now, but at the time it was a little bit scary. So, anyways, we're out at the Bullskin Fair this week, and I will tell you that the hospitality out there, and I already said it once, these people were over the top. With the fair, if you haven't been to a country fair ever, you need to take time and stop out there. It's just a unique experience. It don't cost nothing to get into. You can walk around and talk to people, and you can see all the crafts that the ladies make and the canning. And you were in the Grange building. Did they have anything in there?
Yeah, in the basement.
Yeah.
That's where they have their ice cream and their sundaes and the pies. That's where you could get dessert. But they had fresh vegetables and some different canned items. In the upstairs, they had a kids' craft center. I didn't go on up in there, but they were making balloon animals and I don't know what other kind of crafts there were. I just saw the balloon animals. And then there's a barn with some bunnies in it, and then you go back and there's a few sheep and goats and a few dairy cows. I don't think there's pigs.
I didn't see no hogs there. No.
But they have some dairy cows, and one night they do rodeo at
They had a big crowd.
Arena.
I will tell you what, they had a tremendous crowd for the rodeo. Now I don't know what's going on there for sure tonight, but. Like I said,
they have some small bands.
They always have music, and it's usually pretty good. I got to see there was two ladies that did a thing, and they wanted me to I got my picture with them. They asked me if I'd stop out after they got done singing their name. They called themselves Laverne and Shirley, and they did country songs, and they did a couple other things too. But it was pretty good. And they had a gentleman there playing a steel guitar that was from up around Butler, and he was doing a good job. And it's I tell you what, it's worth the trip out there. Just to look, and I know this might sound crazy, but just to look at there's the Bullskin ladies out there that they have a group of I believe it's the Heritage Society or Historical Society out there, but they handmade a quilt and they sell like tickets on it it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This quilt if you had to have a quilt like that made, it'd probably cost you a couple $1,000s.
Well, they're actually giving away 2 this year. They have 2. You bought me a couple tickets. I really liked the one. Maybe I'll get lucky and win.
Yeah, it must be a country thing. Everybody but they sell a lot of tickets for that. And I don't know if it's a raffle or it's on a daily number or whatever it is. But then I will tell you that the Dunbar Community Fest is out there selling their Duck Derby tickets, and they're going really good. I was really surprised that they're selling a lot of them out there. And of course, I give away freeze pops, which is something we started doing a couple years ago at the Fayette County Fair. And I tell you what, the kids line up and you get to talk to their parents, you get to talk to people, and it's kind of neat. It really is kind of neat. I'm out of blue. The kids, the blues number one Keller, or I don't know what it is, blueberry, I guess. But The second one is, I think it's orange that they want. Then we're good with them probably till the end of the week. So, but anyways, I like I said, if you have time, stop out. It's a good thing. I don't know if they're having a demolition derby out there, but they always have. It seems like every night there's tractors running around, and just walking around looking at the old tractors is kind of neat. One of the things that I remember about the Bullskin Fair from when I was a kid, we used to go out there to watch the horse pulls, and that was the event of the week. I mean, people came from all over the place, brought their horses and teams of mules to pull at the fair.
Hey, back to the duck derby. She said she has 480 pounds of ducks delivered.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
How do they put them in the water?
Where? I guess
they put them in Dunbar Creek.
And they have, I guess they number them.
They're numbered. You buy a number for each one. I think Nick has one. And I think first prize is $2,500.
Yeah,
$2,500. They're going to put 2,500 of these little ducks in the creek in Dunbar, just kind of like they do at Connellsville for their festival down there, which is kind of really neat. And you can win $2,500.
And they got to float down the river.
They float down the creek until they get to I don't know what they do if they have a tie. I guess Nick will have to decide, huh? We'll have to get. We'll have to, yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
But anyways,
that'd be pretty neat just to watch all those little ducks floating down the creek. 2,500 of them. That's.
And they just got all brand new ducks this year, and normally I think they would sell like 1,000 or 1,500, but it looks like they're going to sell all 2,500.
I don't know how they're all going to fit in the creek.
Hopefully, I know. One year they had the fire department. Actually pump water from one place to the other in the creek. That's been a long time ago. They probably wouldn't be allowed to do that no more. But so they could float them all down the creek. And they'll have fireworks there, and it's a neat little festival. I think last year they had a grand total of about 8,000 people in Dunbar all for the 2-day event. Back to the event on October 25th. Well, actually, we can start with the 24th. We're going to have Hillbilly's Grub and Pub up on Donegal. But it's right at the edge of Fayette County, and we're going to have music up there. They're going to have. We're not sure about a band yet, what we're doing, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of Ira Dean's going to be there, Nick Belita's going to be there, and the Klein boy from down in West Virginia, he's going to be there. So we're going to have they're wanting to have a wing eating contest that night, I guess, to see who can eat the most wings, me or Ira Dean. But we'll see how that works out. But that's going to be on Friday night, the 24th. And then, of course, on the 25th, Lee Greenwood's coming, and so is Ira Dean. And they're going to do, and Nick Polito and Jonah Klein's going to be there in Uniontown. And
Retro Rodeo.
And Retro Rodeo. I forgot. I apologize, Derek. I apologize. He's going to be up at the Hillbilly Grub and Pub, too. So it's going to be a big event, and we got some other things planned around this. We're waiting on some approvals, which I think we're going to get here in the next couple of days, and we're going to try to make it a whole weekend, and maybe it's going to be a good time. We weren't expecting to do all this. It just fell into place, and I got a phone call from Ira Dean, and the next thing you know, Lee Greenwood in Retro Rodeo is coming. So, and of course we always try to get the local people as much as we can to be involved as anything we can. Nick Polito was at my spaghetti dinner, and he played, and Jonah Klein he called up from he lives over there in Nitro, close to Nitro, West Virginia. That's where he's at. So anything else, Mrs. Marietta?
I don't think so. I'll probably be worn out by the time we get through that weekend.
We got a couple weekends before that we got things to do too. I know there's a festival down in Connellsville. The Historical Society's having a festival down in Connellsville. I think it's Labor Day weekend. And
they've had a couple things this summer.
Yeah. And you know what? It's real neat to go down there. We actually got to float the river here a couple weeks ago, just from Connellsville Historical Society property down to Adelaide, the other side of Adelaide, and it was kind of really neat. We had a really good time, and that was another thing we did just here a while back.
Yeah,
on a Sunday afternoon.
I could do that again.
Yeah,
nice, quiet, relaxing, no phone.
No phone. You can't take your phone with you because if you lose your phone in the river, it's done. But and you know what? A lot of people don't realize, of course, the river was really clear that day. You could see the bottom of the river almost the whole way, all except for just a few places where it was deep. But a lot of people don't realize how clean the Youghiogheny is. I guess that's why everybody wants our water from around us, Westmoreland County, and everybody wants that. It's easier to make into drinking water, I guess. So, anyways. You got rabbits that's going to the farm show.
Well, they're not born yet.
So how old? That's how I mare all the time. But how old would these rabbits be?
For the meat pens, they want them to be 10 to 12 weeks old. So for Fayette County Fair, they had to be born between May 15th and 17th. For the farm show, they just have to be born after October 31st for January 9th show. So it's a little bit of a process to make sure you have babies born the right dates. Because rabbits, it's true what they say, rabbits produce all the time, and if they happen to get together a little too soon or a little too late, then you miss your deadline.
You miss your window.
And they only want them to weigh between 3.5 and 5.5 pounds. County Fair, Isabella's, she got first in her class with hers. We brought in a new breed, a different breed than everybody else had, so we always got to be different.
Well, hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I want to give a shout out again to McKissick Trucking. And if you want to know anything about them, get on the Facebook. They got posts up there, and don't forget Premier Auto Glass. Hey, on this road called life, you have to take the good with the bad. Smile with the sad. Love what you got. Remember what you had. Always forgive, but never forget. Learn from your mistakes. People change. Things go wrong. But just remember, the ride goes on. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. God bless y'all, and God bless America. I am John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
While the storm clouds gather
It is time for Catherine's Golden Diamond Review, brought to you each Tuesday and Thursday morning at 9:40 a.m. and Monday afternoons at 3:45 by Catherine's Jewelry, 127 East Crawford Avenue in Connellsville. And joining us for today's program from Catherine's Jewelry, Joe Orsolak.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains.
And Joe Orsolak unable to join us this afternoon, and right now we bring you gold from Jon Stewart on Catherine's Gold and Diamond Review, which is brought to you by Catherine's Jewelry on East Crawford Avenue, Connellsville. Shop them Monday through Saturday for gold and silver. And again, it's Gold with Jon Stewart on WMBS.